Hi, my name is Matt Mangriotis. I'm the product manager for the PMP450 product, and today I'll walk you through an introduction on this product. So basically, this product is a new product that Cambium's working on that will protect your investment. It's a revolutionary product in that it provides a higher overall network capacity than our existing products today, the PMP100 and PMP430 systems. The beauty of this thing is that it'll be compatible with this new access point. What this allows you to do is simultaneously talk to both your FSK and OFDM subscriber modules using the Canopy Mac. It'll dramatically increase your overall system capacity without a forklift of what's already there, meaning you can upgrade at your own pace the subscriber modules within the sector to enhance your overall sector capacity. It adapts intelligently, so as you do this swap out of FSK to OFDM, your sector capacity will go up. At its peak, we're offering MIMO rates, 2x2 MIMO rates of up to 90 megabits per second. This is what it looks like. This is the access point with a 60-degree sector antenna on it. As you can see, there are 3 antenna ports at the bottom. That's your horizontal, your vertical OFDM, and the FSK antenna. All of them are included in the radome of that antenna, which allows you to maintain your FSK range while also talking simultaneously to the OFDM subscribers in the sector. This is the subscriber module. You'll see the familiar shape. We're going to continue to use this form factor for the PMP450 subscriber module, and you'll notice a new lens-ish looking device that's being termed the Cassegrain reflector antenna that's going to slip onto the top and be offered as an enhancement to the patch antenna that's included with the subscriber. We're also showing the dish on the right there. The reflector dish, the same reflector dish that's currently used, will also function as an enhancement to the PMP450 subscriber module. Really quickly, the product list is as such. I'm not going to read through all the part numbers, but as you see, we're following the same tiering strategy with the subscriber module, meaning you can buy the base unit, which is restricted to 4 megabits per second at a very good price, and then it'll go up from there, and they're keyed by software, so you can buy the base model and upgrade as necessary in the field. All of the past accessories that we've introduced with our portfolio are applicable to the PMP450, meaning if I have an FSK deployment with a CMM Micro or a CMM3 managing those, then I can still use that with the PMP450. That's a big benefit to those that are upgrading their systems. It'll also work with the CMM4 using the 30-volt power supply. So you have those options available to you as well. It also functions perfectly well with the universal GPS module that was introduced last year. Again, 30-volt power supply for the SMs as well, and the standard mounting kits function with those. The passive antennas that I mentioned before are going to be the Cassegrain antenna, which provides 8 dB gain over the base unit, and then the reflector dish, which will provide an additional 13 dBi. Preliminary product brochure is available online. Yes, there are some TBDs as the product's not fully characterized yet, but it's going to be updated as we get more information. Again, to highlight the key features of this radio, we're very excited to be able to launch the PMP450 with the following things. This thing is going to be covering 5.4 and 5.8. This is the first time that Cambium has been able to introduce a product that covers more than one band. We're very excited about that. It's a 2x2 MIMO, which provides you higher throughput, obviously, and better link budgets in some cases where you can't achieve MIMO B. The migration to new technology and enhanced capacity without forklifting your system is the real value of this product. You can seamlessly operate with both PMP100 and PMP430 products. And of course, it maximizes the capacity of the sector by dynamically adjusting bandwidth by technology. It does have gigabit Ethernet interface on the AP, which will allow for future platform enhancements. The AP is also IP67 certified, fully weather rated, and it's got built-in surge suppression, so there's no need for an external surge suppressor on the AP side. Some of the key features that are canopy features that you know and love are the low consistent latency. This is all the same as the PMP100 and PMP430 that you know today. So 5 to 7 milliseconds round trip, flexible networking, same GUI, same canopy features that you know today. The tiered subscriber modules allow flexibility, and the base unit is priced attractively to allow upgrade as necessary. Passive antenna options are available, again, on the subscriber module. You only need to purchase those where you need them, so you can save cost, capital outlay on those guys that are close in. Synchronization features, of course, are also available at in the same scheme that the past products have been. You can use a CMM UGPS, and we're thinking about putting in embedded GPS in the future in this platform. So let's talk a little bit about how to migrate and how this helps you. Let me define something first before we get into exactly what it does for you, and that's the area averaged sector capacity. So as you know, there's varying modulation levels that are associated with the radio. And to model this, we're going to make a few assumptions. The assumptions are that users are uniformly distributed across the coverage area, and the data usage is equally distributed across the subscribers. And in this case, we're just talking about a sector edge of about 6 miles. So as you see, the highest modulation level you can achieve is 3x, and that's MIMO B mode, so you're looking at around 90 megs per second. As you get farther away, you're going to drop modulation, and then you're getting about 60. As you keep going farther away, you drop modulation again, and you're at 30. So your and then again, QPSK, the lowest modulation, is about 15. So overall, your area averaged capacity of the sector is 36 megabits per second. So knowing that, you can then model how the product will operate as you swap out radios from FSK subscribers to OFDM subscribers. This graph here is showing AP capacity versus the percent of OFDM MIMO traffic. That's a key point. So the area average capacity of FSK by itself is about 11. Some are running at 14, some are running at 7. The area average is 11. That's the red line you see going, that's consistent across the sector. When you purchase the PMP450 AP and you make your first swap, meaning you take one of your FSK guys and swap them out with an OFDM, a PMP450 subscriber module, you'll see the blue line, which is now indicating the operation in both modes, simultaneous communications. And the first guy will actually drop you below the red line, meaning your sector capacity has dropped a bit. This is because you do have an overhead of being able to speak simultaneously in both FSK and OFDM. But as you can also see, the arrow that's pointed out there is at 30% of the traffic that's passing through this sector is OFDM, then you're back to break even. And as you swap out more and more, you're actually seeing your site capacity increase. And when you get to the far right, where you have 100% of your OFDM traffic, you'll see that you achieve almost that 36 area average site capacity. So to explain this a little further, and the real advantage of it, this is a snapshot of an actual customer deployment. It had 69 subscribers on it at the time that we took this data. And as you can see, if you look at the 20% range of subscribers, which is along the x-axis, and the total bandwidth usage, which is along the y-axis, if you take that 20% subscriber number and trace it upward, you'll see that 60% of the bandwidth is used by about 20% of the subscribers. This is a key point, because when you think about this and you can identify those users that are using most of your bandwidth, you come back to this graph, and by swapping out only 8% of the actual users who, remember, are using a large percentage of your bandwidth, then you get back to break even very quickly, and you can enhance your capacity more quickly than you could if you didn't identify who the right folks were. We'll call them the bandwidth hogs. So once you can identify the high bandwidth users and swap them out first, you'll actually realize this capacity increase much faster. So with that in mind, what do you do with this increased capacity? I mean, there's a lot of things you can do, and generally speaking, you can add new customers with the same data plans, or you can go ahead and offer new data, higher data plans to your customers. Probably you're going to do a combination of the two of them. So just a couple words real quickly on the greenfield performance. So if you don't have a migration plan or you don't need migration, you can deploy this product as a greenfield deployment, and you'll get some pretty impressive data rates. Again, we're going to have the same assumptions that users are uniformly distributed, data is equally distributed, and we're going to call the sector edge 6 miles. Yes, the product works farther than that, but generally speaking, if you limit it to 6 miles, you get a more realistic view of how the product's going to perform. So with the integrated patch antenna, we're looking at some ranges that approximately like this. Of course, it's not to scale, but you get an idea. So you get to almost 6 miles, probably about 4.5 miles without anything on the SM. And the area average capacity is about 21 megs. Using the Cassegrain, which is the passive enhancement of plus 8 dBi, that range gets extended. And now we're looking at about 36, which is the same example I used when I do the migration. If you put the dish on there, you actually achieve very high data rates through significant amount of range. And now we're looking at an area average rate of about 59 megs per second. So you can see if you have a dish on your subscribers that need it, and you're doing a greenfield deployment, you can really achieve some good data rates across a decent range. One last thing is that we're going to be offering some flexible antenna options for the AP. They're all connectorized, and initially we're going to sell it with a 60-degree sector antenna. That's going to be essentially for FSK replacement because it is the same band, the same azimuth, same width. We will also offer a 90-degree sector and a 120-degree sector at some point in the near future. And that's all I have today. Thank you for listening.